Greetings, magnificent galactic spirits. I know I haven't been on here for a while, but today is such an important day to not only experience the Mayan calendar, but to experience from a place where you can actually draw a line in the sand for what you want to experience in this life and how you want to live this life full of joy and magnificence while creating the life of your dreams. And today we're going to talk about how you can do that, not only from a global perspective, but how you have the Mayan light codes as a tool on today's special day, which I can't think of a better day to get started because we are directly in the heart center of the Mayan calendar. And we're just going to stream of consciousness. I'm just going to give you whatever shows up in my head. But the Mayan calendar is a 260-day rebirth of consciousness, leveling up of consciousness with just one birthright a day that you can focus in on. And today is magnetic monkey. And monkey, let me show you the icon of monkey. Every energy every day has an icon, a light-coded symbol that as I give you these energies, these are my expressions that happen to be coming out now, right this minute, in this time space, in this no time, no space, because the Mayan calendar is beyond the scene. It connects us to the cosmic intelligence of everything that exists. And today's energy, magnetic monkey, with just the snapshot of the keywords that I'm giving you right now, but you can take them as deep as you want. And every time you experience magnetic monkey or any of the other energies, you can, you start from the place that you were. Starting from right now, magnetic monkey is to attract your inner child, to reclaim your inner child, to remember the joy and wonder of everything that exists as you saw it for the first times. Oh, I just gave myself a body rush. Oh, full body rush. Spirit chills. What are those confirmations of? Whenever you feel spirit chills or goosebumps, oh my God, it's like every time you feel those, that reminds you of the experience that you already know that you have already reclaimed. And how do you already know it? Because you're already connected to galactic source. You've already been not only are you connected to the galactic source, you have been here many, many lifetimes to have experienced glimpses of each one of your birthrights. And just to show you on the galactic compass, what I love so much about the mathematics of the DNA magnetic compass is it's a series of 260 days. What is 260 days? It's 9 months. 9 months of rebirth. How long are we in the womb? Womb, WOM. Womb of creation. The connection between your cosmic intelligence and you rooting on the energy. And today, why is so today of these 260 days of your 9-month rebirth as you journey through each day? Think, this looks complicated. It's not. It's one energy per day. What is today? I already told you. Magnetic monkey. Magnetic monkey, the day that you reclaim your inner joy, reclaim your childlike wonder, your curiosity, having a first time, being giggly, not taking yourself too seriously. Oh no, body rush. I need magnetic monkey so much. But what makes Magnetic Monkey so valuable, as each daily birthright is valuable, it is smack in the middle. See where the button is? This is the button that rotates all of your wheels on the front of your magnetic compass, but it is smack in the middle of your, what I like to call the rainbow channel. It's right there. The rainbow channel, what does it do? You know, when you look at micro, Magnetic Monkey, when you're looking at it on a macro, 260-day rebirth, smack in the middle, back in the middle. I promised I was going to be my goofy Magnetic Monkey self. I take myself way too seriously. So if I sing and if I dance and I experience joy, I want to relock and load the fact that I am a fun person and I don't take myself too serious, and not to take myself too seriously, because I do. Here's a lesson. How can you incorporate more magic and joy and fun and play in your life because you take yourself so seriously? And guess what? You can have the same success in love, in wealth, in health, in emotional freedom, in your business when you don't take yourself seriously, because in the micro energies of it all, you are having fun and you are being playful within the process. And people want to be around you because you're more fun. I forget that all the time. So this is why Magnetic Monkey was so important for me to share with you, because I don't want to take myself so seriously, and I can draw a line in the sand too with the wind at my back, with the Mayan calendar energies in the air, with the thousands of people all around the world that are practicing, smack in the middle with you, babe, connecting on the rainbow channel, connecting cosmic intelligence above and to our connection to all of our lifetimes as we go through the process down the channel in Magnetic Monkey today. Look how valuable today is in the scale of all things, in the scope of all things. And I just want to tell you an experience yesterday. I was at my farmer's market. Most of you probably know I share organic skincare. I'm 68 years young. The older I get, the more excited I get about my youthduo.com product that I developed 15 years ago, because I keep getting younger. I mean, I never knew that my skin would look so good. And by the way, as a shameless self-promotion, you're never too old to start using skincare that works and rebuilds your collagen and elastin. Tons of video testimonials on youthduo.com. Please have a look. Going back to my story here, I was sharing my skincare at my markets. I love doing markets. And there was a young couple, way younger than me, probably, and they've got 2 kids, wonderful family. And there's something about the 2 of them. Maybe it's because they haven't forgotten about living in childlike wonder. And there's something about being with Nick and Sarah, their real names, that I don't know. It's like I become my whole self. I become this silly person, this person that's so full of joy and life. I don't know if it's because of their youth or what. It doesn't really matter. But what happens when you pay attention to the energies that are in the cosmos, that you see that you're following along by tracking your daily energies? Yeah, fine. I had a Magnetic Monkey experience yesterday, but it was yesterday the day before. So how these energies work, you know, it's not like a light switch. So when you're paying attention to how are you embracing your joy, how are you having fun, you know, using the Mayan calendar and the daily energies as a guide, and I have them all on galacticspirit.com, and I'm going to show you how to find them in a minute, and it's all free. Why am I doing it for free? Because I want to help change the world. I want to do, as Gandhi said, be the change that I want to see in the world, and I'm offering so much on galacticspirit.com, and like I said, I'm going to show you in a minute, because the world will be a better place when you track these energies. Now, just to give you a little bit about myself, I've been on the spiritual path ever since I can remember. I remember my parents' house. There used to be a black and white tile floor, and I used to play hopscotch on it. I don't know. I was like 12, 11, I don't know. And maybe, you know what? I'm going to say I was 13. And the reason why I'm going to say I was 13, because Skywalker, I told you, I don't know what's going to come up for me in this video, and I'm just going to have fun with you, because Skywalker is the 13th energy in the 20 energies. The 20 Mayan energies, all attributes of your higher self that you can aspire to. Skywalker happens to be number 13. There you go. By the way, look at every image will express what it is and will help you remember. Skywalker, what do you think Skywalker means? Use your intuition. You working with galactic spirit, working with your higher intelligence, your cosmic intelligence, you are evolving your consciousness to ways you never thought of before, and each of the images and key words gives you a hint. What do you think it is? We're going to get back to hopscotch in a minute. By the way, everybody, I'm being my total self here. I always come back, but I might diverge, and I might tell you a little story in between, but that's okay. I always come back, so don't worry. So hold the thread. Skywalker, look what it shows you, as all the images show you. Here is the line of the horizon. Here is grounded to earth, and there is your ascension into higher dimensionality. See the image right there? And the image of higher dimensionality is higher than grounded, expressing how much bigger the unseen is. So intuitively, I'm going to say that I was 13 playing hopscotch on my parents' foyer wall, the entry space. And I'm going to say it's 13 because everything has a reason. Everything lines up when you start thinking of the Mayan calendar. 13 is the 13th, Skywalker is the 13th energy play. And I remember, here's the point, I remember having a dream, and my dream was playing hopscotch on that floor with bald guys in orange robes. 13 years old. I was skywalking. I was time traveling. I didn't know it. I didn't understand it. It didn't really matter. I didn't even know that those bald guys in orange robes were monks. As it is, I've been to Thailand. I've been to China. Traveled all over China. I'd love to go to Tibet. Haven't been there yet, but I am facilitating a chip for my third trip to Egypt, and I'm inviting you to come with me. We're going to come on the total solar eclipse. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being at the total solar eclipse at Karnak Temple, Luxor? Oh, I'm going to give myself another body rush again. Feeling the same way during the same time of year when the Nile flooded, standing in the same place as the ancients, during the same time that the Nile flooded, when Sirius went up on the horizon. Sirius, which is the sun known as the sun behind the sun. It's a star, just like our sun, bigger than our sun, that still has a huge magnetic pull on the earth, enough to flood the Nile. The Egyptians saw that as the main energetics of the planet and their spirituality. The Mayans saw that as the same source of their spirituality, as does a lot of other indigenous people. Going back to the Egypt trip, can you imagine, and I invite you to come with me, standing in the place where the ancient roots of all civilization was, watching this total solar eclipse and not really understanding it, but understanding that they were in a place of total rebirth. And that is why the Egyptian tour, which I'm inviting you to go with, I'm the facilitator, we're going as a method to really ascend into higher realms. It's in 2027. You have plenty of time. We can't change when the total solar eclipse is, but it is, according to all astronomers who know much more about that than I do, it's going to be the longest total solar eclipse in 87 years. Now, I don't know where you are on the planet, but 87 years, I know I'm not going to be around again, and I wasn't around before that. So really, when we talk about the 14 days of seeing every sacred site in Egypt, and you can go to galacticspirit.com/Egypt, the whole itinerary is already laid out. Please go check it out. We are never going to have 6 minutes of totality in our lifetimes. So it's really exciting. So going back to, I remember coming back, playing with the monks. I've been on the spiritual path for a really long time, and in 2012, the time where the Mayan calendar was supposed to reboot, and the eclipse, the apocalypse, blah, blah, blah. The apocalypse was supposed to happen. Well, we had a reboot. And that reboot was stepping into the new age. It was in the age of Aquarius. And in that age of Aquarius is where the Mayan calendar started again into higher octaves, and it was left by the ancient Mayans for us to almost have a rediscovery of it. So from 13 to, at the time of this recording, 68, you can replay it. It doesn't matter because it's a universal concept that I'm sharing. It's time sensitive, but it's not. So at 2012, we had this reboot of stepping into this higher consciousness where we can take advantage of connecting to the intelligence that the whole 260 days, every day we experience one day is our higher consciousness. They talk, there's a lot of popular language. Oh, well, this is the shift in consciousness. Well, it's the Mayans who figured it out. They understood, and that's why it rebooted in 2012 into this 2,000-year cycle, and we have the time and the energy right now. If you're alive right now, you have an opportunity to really step into multidimensional worlds because the gate is open. And during the energy right in the center of this 260 days, repeating myself here, our connection to higher consciousness, going down the rainbow channel. Did you notice what I was wearing today? Rainbow, 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 I'll be my normal Jami rainbow, and I even got the rainbow earrings on, you see them? Okay, all right, so connecting to our higher channel, the monkey day is not to take us very seriously. Now, why do you think magnetic monkey is in the center of the energy? Magnetic monkey. Why do you think magnetic monkey is in the middle? Because what are we on this life for? Why are we here? Why did we choose to reincarnate? Yeah. To learn the lessons because of all the things we fucked up in past lifetimes? Yeah, maybe. But you know what? We didn't get it right. That's why we decided to come. Well, there's two reasons. One, because we didn't get it right. And we didn't get it right because our soul of souls knows. Our deepest soul self knows that we didn't have as much fun, which leads us to, and why number two? Number two is to enjoy, to play, to experience with childlike wonder. Magnetic monkey, smack in the middle of the Tzolk'in. That's what the 260-day rebirth, 9-month rebirth is called, the Tzolk'in. That's the Mayan word. We came back because we didn't have so much fun. We died and say, oh, I wish I coulda. I wish I did. I wish I did. Okay, fine. We have regrets. We're not perfect humans, which is why we're here in the first place. But if our underlying current is to have more fun, to be more playful, that is our soul purpose. And we all have individual soul purposes. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But in the meantime, today is the day to draw that line in the sand, to be your authentic self. So going back to the market, remember I always come back, and I was talking to Nick and Sarah, And I was being my total authentic self, goofy and playful and when you're in that space, you are having a lot of fun. You're having so much more fun than being so serious, even if you're doing whatever you're doing. And we were laughing. I mean, they sell microgreens. They were doing their microgreen stuff, healthy eating. And I was doing my organic skincare, wonderful, beautiful skin in the most healthy, clean way possible. And we were doing, but we were laughing and we were joking and we weren't taking ourselves so much seriously. And then I realized, here's the secret. The secret is to pay attention to the experiences that you are having based upon the energy of the day in the Mayan timeline of following your vision, following where you are in time and space, using the Mayan astrology. I don't really like using that word, the Mayan astrology of the day, but it's something that you can relate to. And it's only one energy. And locking it into your consciousness. And I specifically went over to Nick and Sarah and this is after we were playing, and I went back to my tent and I made a skincare sale and I went back and I said, this is what the experience of the Mayan calendar is all about. And tomorrow is what? Magnetic monkey. In the heart center, smack in the middle, heart center of our 260-day rebirth. And why is it in the center? I already told you. It's in the center because that's the center of our existence, why we came back. Otherwise, we'd be in the ether somewhere. Living the vida loca, which is what we need to do now. Living the vida loca. Fun, play, enjoyment. I want to show you where we are specifically for those of you who are following along with the 13-day calendar. Here's our magnetic monkey. Here's the 13-day ascension of monkey. We're just going to do this quickly on our vision board. Monkey, the first day of the ascension, always has the flavor of the 13 days. So magnetic monkey, magic, play, and joy, is going to flavor all of the micro daily energies. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. There's Skywalker, day number 3. I want to show you something really cool too in a second. So magnetic monkey has the flavor of all the 13 days. I'm not going to go through them all, but I do want to show you something really groovy. In the spin of the cycle of how the energies work, and the sequence is always the same. It's always monkey day number, let me see, if 13, 12, 10, 12, 11. Okay, it's always in the same sequence, day number 11 in the 20-day cycle. How do I show you the 20-day cycle quickly? Yeah, here you go. Here's your 20-day cycle. Always starts with dragon. Dragon is kind of rebirthing all the way down to enlightenment. So each one of the 20 energies are a fractal of you and fractals of each other. So going back to our vision board, our magnetic ascension magnets, today is magnetic monkey. It happens to be number 11, 12, 13, 11 in the 20-day run of all of your aspirations, all your fractals into wholeness. And look how cool this is. I want to show you a little nugget. And by the way, if I show you something and you don't understand it right now, I want to look right into your eyes. Hello, beautiful galactic spirit. If you don't understand something that I'm explaining to you right now, it's okay. Lock it in your head. You're not going to learn. I've been learning about the Mayan calendar since 1983. And I don't have wrinkles. 1983. So you're not going to learn everything all at once, but what I want you to do is just lock the information in your head and put it in there, because one day, one day soon, because it's not complicated at all, you're going to have a freaking aha moment and go, that's what Jamie Lynn was talking about, and it makes so much sense. Day 11, 12, 13 in our 20-day run. I want to show you the coolest thing ever. Monkey smack in the middle of the 260 days is when that 13-day sequence starts. I'm repeating myself on purpose because I want to make sure you get it. The next day is always in the cycle of 20. Human is next. Human, who's your authentic self? Are you being wise? Are you experiencing the joys of living? Are you having fun in your life? Going back to monkey. Are you having fun? Are you being playful? Are you being your inner child within your human? Look at the fractals of this. Day number 2. Day number 3 is Skywalker. It's the 13th day of the 20-day cycle, but here it is in a micro energy. Day number 1 in the 13-day cycle. Remember, lock this in your consciousness. If you don't get it, you will very soon. And we're going to have a free masterclass to explain all this stuff a little bit more detailed. But day number 1 is always in the 13-day cycle. There's wheels upon wheels, fractals upon fractals. Day number 1 in the 13-day cycle that flavors the entire 13 days. Having fun, being joyful, being curious, laughing at yourself, laughing in a group with others as you express your humanness, your authenticity, as you move into your Skywalker self. This right here, this combination right here, what do you think it is? It's heaven on earth, having fun. Authentic wisdom, sovereignty, saying what you mean, meaning what you say, living your life, living the vida loca, living your life, manifesting your dreams in higher consciousness. And each one of these, flavored by monkey, is a micro of your monkey energy and a micro of your true self. Pretty cool. All this stuff is free on galacticspirit.com. I want to show you how to find it. Remember, I wanted to do this for free for you. Let me find it. There's your there is your calendar. And you can find it easily, galacticspirit.com/13moons. And I just want to show you at the top of every, let's go to the top of every page. The top of every galacticspirit.com page will have the energy of the day. You'll see that it says magnetic monkey. It'll have a snapshot of what the energy is. And when you click on an interactive galactic Mayan calendar, you will get to the calendar page. And if you'll scroll down, you'll see that it's not totally populated yet. Why? Because you need to sign in with your free password. And it's so easy. I'm just going to show you how to do it. Sign in. You can get your free password, free SuperPower membership right there. You sign in with your email and sign in, and voila! The page repopulates with all the energies. Now, why did I tell you on the description of the energies? Today is a very special day. In addition to what I tell ya, the magnetic monkey happened to fall in the middle of the 260 days. Repeating myself, I want you to get this. It's also very important because today we started a new moon cycle. Mayan calendar is based upon I'm going to make this a little smaller so you can see the whole 28-day moon cycle. There's the 28-day moon cycle. And why is 28 days important? Because it's a true sense of time. The Mayans had it going on. They had, let me go back to the calendar. Sorry. They had they had it all going on. They had 13 moons instead of 12 months, 12 screwy dewy months, 30 days, has September, April, June, and November, all the rest, that's 20, baby. Yeah, I mean, you have to sing the song, otherwise it's kooky, but when you use the Mayan calendar, it's 28 days, and instead of being on unnatural 12-month time, which, you know, it's kind of like a method of control. I personally have to sing the song to be controlled. I have to be controlled by that fucking song, excuse my French, in order to know how many days in that month. So what else? Just think about it. Use your mind. What else do you think it's doing? Use your mind. The Mayan calendar teaches you how to think. People say, oh, it's so complicated. It's no complicated. You know why it's complicated? Because you're not thinking. Now I'm serious. Because you're not thinking. You don't think things through. If you paid attention to the Mayan calendar, and the world worked on the Mayan calendar in perfect cosmic harmony with the cycles of nature, perfect 28 days. It would fall into 13 moons, 13 cycles of 28. So you wouldn't be controlled by that, how many days in the month, by the song. Now think about the song and the trickle-down effect of that song. If you don't even know what day it is, according to cosmic realms, you're starting from a place of being controlled against the natural cycles. Does that make sense? Think. Mayan calendar asks you to think. If you think about one birthright a day, I'm trying to simplify this as easy as possible. If you think of magnetic monkey today, and you think of lunar human tomorrow, and electric skywalker the next day, and you bring those energies into your consciousness, you're starting to align with the consciousness of the universe. And when you're aligned with the consciousness of the universe and the natural cycles of nature, you are stepping out of mechanical time, which is trying to control you, starting with that stupid song. So simple when you really understand that. That's the biggest secret. So going back to the calendar, we have now repopulated the calendar, easy breezy, with your start button, your free password, and look at that. You can click on any energy that you want, and it goes into greater details. Look at this. We're starting a new moon of 28 days, so there's a significance there. This is why today is so important. And the new moon always, hardly ever, just like a total solar eclipse, hardly ever shows up day one of the 13-day cycle with its one dot. Day one on your 13-day ascension. Following along on your compass, here's monkey. Day one, it's a monkey day. You've got a wheel of chakras too. We'll talk about that another time. But the moon very rarely starts on day number one. How cool is that? Now, what moon is it? I love the moon icon, so you can click on, and it will tell you what moon is on there. It is the 5th moon of the 13 moons in the 13 moon Mayan calendar. It's the overtone moon. The image comes up for you. Remember, when you click on any of the icons, and what is this icon for? That's the icon indicating the DNA heart center where all of the stargates are open. It's another way I describe that. The rainbow channel, all the stargates. I want to show you something else about this DNA map in a second. I'll show you that in a sec because it's really cool and I want you to see it. Okay, so when you click on these energies here, everything is interactive. Tomorrow on the lunar moon, the lunar the lunar, let's go back to the calendar. Tomorrow on the lunar human, it's also a galactic message day. So when you go to the free interactive galactic calendar that you get with your free password, you can click on any of the icons and it tells you a little bit more about those energies of the day. So why did I tell you about the experience that I had with Nick and Sarah? Because that's a perfect example of locking and loading the energy of the day or the day before or the day after and creating a memory, because it's in the memory confirmed by the energy of the no space and no time, following the energies of the Mayan calendar, where you upload your consciousness. You know, to do the same thing every day, you never learn anything new. And you might experience something new, but if you don't acknowledge the fact that you've learned something new, it might not lock and load. So when you acknowledge it, maybe by just thinking about it, remember, I am trying to teach you how to think. The Mayan calendar is trying to teach you how to think in ways you've never thought before. And thinking in ways you've thought before is what is stepping you into the higher ascension, not just doing the same thing, going to the grocery store, making dinner, brushing your teeth, going to work. Yes, chop wood, carry water is how we move day by day. But when you think, when you acknowledge your experience, you create a memory and it raises your consciousness to a higher octave, especially when you have the wind in your sails showing you the synchronicity, big word, the synchronicity, the alignment between how the cosmic intelligence is integrating with your emotional intelligence, your mental intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, and how it's unfolding for you in the day. That's how you upload your consciousness. That's how you shift into fifth dimension. And the Mayan calendar gives you that template by which to do it. So going back to our calendar, galacticspirit.com, 13 moons. Right at the top of every page, we've got the energy of the day. I already told you that, just repeating myself. But it will tell you, if you scroll down a little bit, it will also tell you what moon we are in every day. And the synchronicity of the new moon, all about empowerment. I want to look you in the eye. I want to look you in the eye. How are you empowering your journey into childlike wonder, having the experience of your frickin' life through joy and play and magic? What is manifestation? Manifestation, everybody talks about manifestation. Well, what the heck is it? It's the synchronicity of being at the right place at the right time. That's what manifestation is. And how do you do that? So simple. You start aligning with the energy of the day, with the cosmos in natural time, using the 13 moon Mayan calendar with its one birthright a day, unfolding a new experience and acknowledging that experience in order for you to see your results in real time. And then the cumulative influence of these energies is where you say, wow, look where I started and look where I've been, look how I've evolved over time. And I don't know about you, but I want to be better today than I was yesterday. I want to be more evolved today than I was yesterday. And tomorrow, locking and loading my magnetic monkey magic play and being joyful and really locking the experience in and locking this experience in right here, right now, where I'm having fun with you as compared to saying, oh my God, I want to do a live and it's so hard and blah, 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 blah. No, I've already sang to you several times. Hopefully you didn't close your ears too much. I'm a better dancer, by the way. I'm planning a dance party on our first day of our Egyptian tour because it's like that. What a way to what a way to get to know each other. As everybody can show off their moves, even if you don't think you have moves, you have moves. Because dance is one of the greatest expressions of life. I like the way you move. Okay, so where are we? So every time, wherever you start, wherever you end up, wherever you are, you can always reflect back on how you were a better person yesterday and today. And I want to show you something really super cool about it. Also the Mayan calendar. If you look really close, by the way, we're not talking about the day-by-day wheel here because I got focused on the beautiful DNA map. Do you see the DNA in there? Those are the green days. Those are galactic activation portals. Those are stargates where the veil is thin and you can see beyond the scene with higher dimensionality looking in your eyes, if you're paying attention. If you're paying attention to the energy of the day, you can start seeing that these galactic activation portals, the veil is thinner, where your connection to heaven and earth is greater, where your insights unfold at higher, rapid, I need a word. I'm not going to have it. It's okay. All right. Okay. But looking at the DNA map again, you see those green days? What does it look like? There's your DNA spiral. See your DNA in there? See it spiraling? Look, pretend this is in 3D. If it's in 3D, you're seeing it spiral. So every time you move through all these 260 days, you are spiraling up your consciousness and activating your cells with the light-coded birthrights, with our meanings of our ascensions. And in our cells, there are light particles that are getting activated. And it's showing you that right in the Mayan calendar, right there. And one of the things I wanted to show you, so if you want to look at this in another way, the center column, if this is our DNA and we're overlaying it on our body, what is this? It's our Kundalini. This is why this center column, the rainbow column, is so vital, because it is the bridge between your left and right hemispheres. It's your bridge between your inner and outer world. You can't have manifestation, you can't have synchronicities unless you're using your thinking, your inner intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your mental intelligence, by using your one birthright a day to blend these two worlds and activate the light codes of your DNA spiral already embedded in the, why do I call it the DNA map? Why do I call it galactic? Because it's not of this world. It is our connection to the cosmos, the star Sirius. Hey, I mentioned that before. God, this is a good lesson. See the DNA map? We just went through in the Serpent series. Serpent's all about elevating your passion, your primal instincts. We just went through 10 portal days. Now we're going through the Kundalini the Kundalini center, the weaving energy, the bridge between inner and outer worlds. And very soon, next week-ish, we are going to start the seed run of your DNA spiral. And that seed, yay, look at your DNA board. We're starting with monkey in the center and seed, that 13 gap days, there's seed, the last day of the 13-day monkey cycle starts the seed run. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's okay. Just plant it into your consciousness. This is the symbol of seed. Look at it. Just let me pull it out, show it to you. Look at it. There's your roots. There's your higher self. I mean, every single symbol is representative of what we're doing. You know, how you can evolve your consciousness by using what? One birthright a day. It's so simple. So okay, so here's your 13 days. Seed on your 13th day of monkey, starting with attracting and spiraling up to transcendence on the 13th day. That is the day that coincidentally, synchronistically, everything happens for a reason. I love how the Mayan calendar works. It's starting, I'm upside down, the 13 days of galactic activation portals of your right side of your DNA spiral. This is powerful stuff, kids. This is why I came on today. I wanted to explain how these energies worked so you can start working with one energy of the day on this wonderful, on this on this wonderful magnetic monkey day as the root, the source of why our soul of souls came back and incarnated on planet Earth on the first place. Okay, going back to our calendar, there it is. I'm just gonna, and again, I'm repeating myself on purpose. I want you to get the really cool synchronicity of how today is the first day of the 28-day moon of empowerment, the overtone moon, the fifth moon, and all the icons. You can just click on them and they are free. I also have a free page over here. Let me move it over. Start. Finding it for you. Every day, once you get your galactic superpower, everybody has a galactic superpower that you were born with. Feel free to go get it. This is where you get your free password. Again, right at the top of every page is what's the daily traditional chakra, what's the daily energy, and a little snapshot of that energy. And when you go, you can go to, and this unlocks after you sign in. It's already, I'm already in. No, I'm not in yet. After you sign in, it refreshes with your galactic birthday, your superpower. I'm Magnetic Serpent, and the energy of the day, and the energy of the 13-day cycle. I wish I could do so. So looking at your calendar, day number 1, within, I'm snapping back to your 13-day ascension. We're going to have a look with each other. Today is day number 1. Day number 1 of your 13-day ascension. You can see that on your custom start page with your personal superpower right there. So here is your personalized galactic reading right there for your day. That if you want to talk about transits, that is your personal transit for the day. And how do you use that? You say, how does today's magnetic monkey living magnetize living potential to remember my magic and inner child within spontaneous delight and curiosity and wonder. How can I overlay that fractal, today's fractal, on me? What is it going to do for me? And ask yourself, how is this going to unfold for me today? Or how did it unfold for you yesterday? Or look at it tomorrow, because energy is not a light switch. It unfolds day by day. So I just wanted to give you that wonderful lesson today as a reminder. Let me show you the first day. This is the same snapshot that is on the header of every day going, this is the daily energy. As a reminder, it's on the top of every page. There it is. Today's magnetic monkey in monkey ascension with your daily chakra. We have 2 free pages, which I just explained to you. Have a look at them. There's your personal start page, and I'm just going to snap to where that is. Here's your personal start page, and that's the URL. There's your personal start page. It's free, and I just showed you the galactic compass, the galactic interactive calendar, which I'm showing you again right here. There it is, galacticspirit.com moons, that I invite you to get. Both of these pages is free. All you need to do is sign in with your free password, and there you go. So I have no idea how long I've been on. It doesn't really matter. You've seen my authentic. Let me show you with the vision board. Way more fun. Way more fun. I've showed you my galactic. I've showed you my human self. Tomorrow, lunar human. With the influence of monkey, magic, play, and joy. Why we came to planet Earth in the first place, confirmed by the center of the DNA spiral. You know how this works now. And my humanness ascending to my Skywalker. And that's just 3 of your birthrights. Every single birthright is a birthright of your wholeness. As you spiral up your DNA, activating the light particles, the biophotons in your DNA with every birthright, every day for 260 days, 9 months. So simple, with 2 minutes a day, just locking and loading the consciousness of the energy of the day. That's why I give it to you for free on galacticspirit.com. I want to help evolve you. I want to make a planetary shift. Goddess knows that we are going through a very intense shift right now, where things are, there's a lot of people who are unhappy because of, I don't even want to get into it. But there's one way to solve it. Through our inner selves. Through our inner heart. Evolution, higher consciousness, stepping into our enlightened human is an inside job. And I can't do it for you. I've already given you all this free stuff. And this was a pretty good lesson. I really enjoyed myself. I gave you a lot of good juice. So replay this information, because there's lots of, there was a lot of structure in your one birthright a day and how the Mayan calendar works. Now, these are my interpretations, working with the calendar since 1983. Oh my gosh. And the reason why I told you the monk story and playing hopscotch with them is because I've been on this path for a very long time. I've traveled all over the world. I continue to travel all over the world. Come with me to Egypt. You won't regret it. I only have 50 spots. And I don't believe there's anything more profound than now I'm being my serious self. There is not a system that is really that simple with one birthright a day that is going to elevate your consciousness. And I just gave you the whole structure of how it works. Whether you understood it or not, it's okay. It's locked in your consciousness, and you will. But for right now, have a magnificent 13 days. Veiled by, influenced by magic, play, and joy, and have a great time as you step into your authentic human self and evolve your consciousness and be the wizard, the manifestation wizard that you are, that you see the unseen, to be the quest, to be the to live your hero's journey, to have synchronicities, to be a reflection of others, and to experience enlightenment, all the way moving into seed, where we go into that right energy of 10 days of awaken, of really opening the stargates of your seeding. Hello, star seeds. Seeding the planet into higher consciousness, which is a point that I was saying, that which I didn't say, but I'm saying it now. When you evolve your consciousness, what do you think happens? You step, and you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't a light seed, a star seed. But you can't fulfill your mission as a star seed unless you do the work yourself. So that's why seed is one of the fractals of you. Let me show it to you again up front. Seed. There's your little roots. There's your evolutionary consciousness. You cannot be the change you want to be the world, and be the change out in the world, or be that ripple and that frequency that just by you being in the world, you radiate your frequency to a higher vibration, unless you do the inner work. And Monkey says to have fun doing it. Thank you. This was a good recording. I know when I'm good. I know when I'm off. Today was good. I love the opportunity to vibrate my frequency out into the world. May the light within me honor the light within you. I just said namaste in English. That namaste is Sanskrit. And if you want to say the same thing in Mayan, it's in Lakesh. I'm another yourself. We're the same. Our consciousness operates at higher frequencies, like the same way, just like computers work the same. That's our brain. Everything is controlled by our brain. Brain is the hardware. Mind is the software. Mind over matter. Mind is the global mind of stepping into that synchronicity based upon the 13 moon calendar and each of our daily birthrights. Matter is our physical world. How do you want to be that manifester in our physical world for personal satisfaction? Yay. Yay. Because it's in your personal satisfaction is when you become that beacon of light. Have a beautiful, beautiful magnetic monkey. And I can guarantee you that the next time you experience magnetic monkey, going through the 260-day rebirth starting now, you're going to see it. You're going to experience life with a total different octave, with more magic, play, and joy. Okay. It's hard for me to say goodbye because I love sharing with you so much. In Lakesh, have a beautiful magnetic monkey, and we'll talk soon. Brightest blessings from my heart to yours always.